Good morning. Good morning. It's Toxic Positivity. Brittany J. Oh, I got my shirt on today. um, so it's been a minute. Um, I don't know if this was a download. I'm gonna say it's a download. While I was driving to the gym, and I wasn't gonna talk about this subject, but you know, Source gave me like a quick little spin on it. So I was like, let me just make a video. So I'm kind of trying to do it in order because it's kind of out of order as usual. So the color purple, I think it came out in 1985. I was born in 1985. So it came out 38 years ago, almost 40 years ago, right? So I love the color purple, like classic movie. Everybody knows this. Like we know the lines. They was, you apply it to your life when you joking about something or you serious about something, or it's a line out of a Tyler Perry movie, whatever. Everybody's familiar with it, and it's very famous, very popular, very classic. So I'm going through my spiritual journey, and we talk about generational curses and stuff like that, and my spirit will not let my children see color purple. Like that was something that me and my cousin used to talk about. Like, there's certain movies that you have to let your kids watch. Like, uh, Christmas Story, Coming to America, Harlem Nights, like those kind of movies. Like those is like staples in our families, black families mostly. Shoot, white people too, or anybody for that matter. But anyway, my point was my spirit would not let me have my kids watch The Color Purple, and I know why. Because I know we loved the movie. It was a great movie. It was like happy, sad about overcoming stuff. But there was a lot of trauma in that movie. And I did not want to expose my kids to that kind of stuff. Yes, I know it happens. I know I can't protect them from everything, but there's something in me was my spirit would just not let me have them watch the movie. Like the way we were religiously programmed to watch that movie, like I just couldn't do it. So then I didn't even know the movie was like a redo of it was coming out when I made this decision. So I definitely was like, no, I'm not taking them to see the new one either. Um, so yeah. So I was like, nah, I'm not letting my kids watch this, um, whatever. So then this whole thing with Taraji came out. Now, mind you, Monique already said this years ago, and everybody got on her like she was the worst person in the world. I guess because I guess she's not seen as serious as an actress as Taraji, even though she is. Monique been in the game a long time. She deserved her flowers the same way she demanded them, and the fact that she demanded them and wouldn't go forward until she got what she wanted, she was absolutely right to do that. Now everybody is entitled to their own shit. I do um uh sympathize, or not sympathize. I'm not gonna say sympathize, but I understand where Taraji's coming from. But at the same time, everybody's going through that. Like we think, oh, because they're celebrities that they gonna be different, but they just like us. Like some people, regular people, gotta work 2, 3 jobs to survive in this world. So why would we think celebrities is different? But I understand, like in Hollywood, this is why they tell you don't be discussing your pay to regular folk, because this is the shit that be happening. But anyway, I digress. The point of this video was, and I'm talking about generational curses. This is my perspective. This is not saying, oh, this is how it should be. This is the vision and this is the download that I got. The fact that Taraji is upset about the pay that she got for this movie and the people who's in charge of it. That's a whole nother video that I have to do. But anyway, I'm just going off at this point. Because I'm gonna say pimping is pimping. That's what I'm gonna say right now for that. Pimping is pimping. That's gonna be another video. But as far as Taraji, um, you cannot keep doing the same kind of movies and expecting a different outcome. You were doing a role that was 40 years ago, almost 40 years ago, and expecting to get paid more money. Now this is just me. This is just my mental, and you can take it or leave it. I honestly feel that maybe acting is done for you. I really think that you have a higher power, a higher, not a high power, a higher calling for yourself. That's why this is bothering you so much. Like, I know you started your mental health uh uh organization. I think that's what you should be working on. I think this catalyst right now, this whole pay situation, is actually going to push her to her next mission in life. I don't think acting is for her anymore. I'm glad that, maybe she could be an advocate for it and try to make it better in Hollywood, but I don't see that happening. I think Hollywood's just gonna have to dismantle before any of that's gonna happen. But anyway, my thing is, you can't really do these same roles and expect better. And I'm trying to explain it in the best way possible. I'm trying to explain it the way it was in my head. Instead of us recreating the same traumatic movie, like, you have these prequels and these sequels and all this, like, why are other people progressing and then we're staying still? Like, it's like we're addicted to drama and trauma, so we keep recreating it. So that's what I feel like. Why did we recreate The Color Purple? Why didn't we not advance it? Why didn't we see where Celie's children, or what happened to Celie's children, or what happened to Nettie's children, what happened to Suge's children, or Suge, or whatever? Like, why didn't they progress? Like, they escaped that trauma from their families, but you didn't see the progression. We just seen it recreated. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of the same shit that's happening to Raji. Is like, you're recreating the same situation, but we're not progressing. So yeah, that was a download. I'm just like, why didn't we see, like, Suge get her own uh record label in the future, or her grandchildren get a, nobody progressed. And it's 40 years, almost 40 years ago with this movie. Why wasn't it called The Color Indigo? Why haven't we advanced? Why didn't it advance any further? Like, why are we still doing the same movie over? That's why I don't understand. I'm like, 40 years? You couldn't come up with a better storyline, a whole new movie, a progression of the movie? But then the actress, the leading lady, or one of the leading ladies of the movie, hasn't had any progress in this life. It kind of goes hand in hand. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just the pattern I'm seeing. And I'm just like, uh you can't really be mad. You can be mad, yes, but you gotta get more mad and make a change. Like, what did what's the name say in American Gods? Angry get shit done. Like, now she's angry, so maybe something is gonna change now. So I'm like, my thing is, I just believe that there should have been some progress. But I know what the situation is. They want us to stay mentally stuck in trauma and drama, and keep us back. They don't want us to think progressively. They don't want us to think highly of ourselves. They want us to think very limited of ourselves. And that's, like I said, it's showing in this life, not just in the movie, but in this life. Like, why are we recreating The Color Purple 40 years later? Like, why haven't we progressed the movie? You just going to change the players like that? That just mind boggled me. But that's why I said my spirit was like already telling me not to see that movie, not to have my children see the movie, and not for me to see the new movie. And it's not a slight on anybody. It's just my perspective, it's my perception of it. And I know I'm gonna get bashed for it. I don't really care. I don't like a lot of things that other people love. Like I said, I didn't like The Little Mermaid either, but I didn't like the original that much either. I didn't like the new one. I didn't like the old one. But this is my perspective on it. Like, I understand where Miss Taraji's coming from, where Monique was coming from. But like I said, that's a whole nother video about that whole pimping situation. Like, pimps is gonna be pimps. Pimping is pimping, and we're all getting pimped. But that's another movie, another video that I'm supposed to do. I'm still trying to get the ideas flowing, but this just came to me while I was driving, and I was like, I got to pull over and do this video real quick. But like I said, we can't keep repeating the same thing. And it was it the definition of being insane. You can't keep repeating the same thing and expecting a different result. We can't keep making color purples and expecting to get better. better treatment, better pay. We did this. You're doing the same movie from 40 years ago, and you want a different pay. Not saying that that is the reason. I'm just saying, energetically. Let's put it that way. Energetically, what we putting out to the universe is like, well, they're not progressing, so I'm not gonna progress her pay. You understand? Is that does that kind of register? Because that's even for me. Like this, when I do these videos, it's not just for other people, but it's also for me. Because I'm in the same situation. Like it's all energy. Everything is energy. So if you doing the same movie from 40 years ago, just changing the players, you probably gonna get paid the same amount of money than people got paid. Maybe a little bit more. But it's all about energy. If you put more progressive movies out, progressive energy, maybe your pay will progress. So let that marinate. Let that be a little thing. Because a lot of people don't think in energy. And that's because that's not what we're taught to think. We're not taught to think like that. We're taught how to think. And we're programmed. And that's the main problem with society that we have right now. So I'm just saying, if we think better and higher, more progressive, then maybe those things will reflect in our lives. Okay? That's my message. That's my message today. I'm done. I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna work this out. I got it out. Now I'm gonna work it out. All right. So I'm gonna come out with that next video, pimpin' pimpin'. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. I think I might just call it pimpin' pimpin'. I don't want Katt Williams to come for me. But all right, y'all. So I love y'all. I hope this message get to whoever I need to get to. Have a good day.